Hello, my precious child. It's me. I'm so glad you've come. I've been waiting for you. Come and find a quiet place where you can rest. Let your body settle. Let your head be heavy on the pillow. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing to solve. Nothing to figure out. Your only task is to be here with me. And to breathe. I know your heart has been racing. I know your thoughts have been swirling like a storm of dry leaves. The world is so loud, and its pace is so frantic, and you have been trying so hard to keep up. But that is all over for today. The race is finished. The noise is fading. Here, with me, there is a different rhythm, a slower pace, a deeper quiet, and it all begins with your very next breath. Let's just breathe together. Don't try to make it perfect. Don't force it. Let's simply notice it. Place a hand on your chest or on your belly, if you wish, and just feel the gentle rise and fall. That is the rhythm of life, a gift I am giving you in this very moment and in the next and in the next. Now, let's guide that rhythm into a place of deeper peace. I want you to take a long, slow breath in through your nose. Feel the cool air as it enters, a clean and calming presence. Feel it fill your lungs completely. Don't rush it. There is an abundance of air, an abundance of time. Hold it for just a moment of pure, quiet fullness. And now I want you to exhale just as slowly through your mouth. Imagine that as you breathe out, you are releasing all the tension of the day. Picture it leaving you as a gray mist, dissolving into the air. Let it all go. Let's do that again, together. A slow, deep breath in, drawing in stillness, drawing in quiet, drawing in my peace which is all around you. Hold that peace within you for a moment, and then a long, complete breath out, releasing the hurry, releasing the pressure, releasing the noise. Good. You are doing so well. Your body already knows how to do this. We are just reminding it. We are giving it permission. Permission to let go. Permission to be still. Permission to rest. With each breath, let's become more intentional. As you breathe in this time, I want you to imagine you are breathing in pure, liquid calm, a golden, warm light that fills your lungs and begins to spread through your entire body. And as you breathe out, imagine you are breathing out the specific feeling of fear, the tightness in your chest, the knot in your stomach. Breathe it out. Let it go. It has no place here with us. Another deep breath in, breathing in safety, breathing in the feeling of being completely protected. And a long, slow breath out, breathing out the feeling of being on edge, of being on guard. You don't have to be on guard anymore. I am your watchman. I am your guard. Your breath is an anchor. It is an anchor to this present moment, pulling you away from the turbulent waters of yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's anxieties. The past is gone. The future is not yet here. All that exists is this moment, this breath, and me, here with you. Let the world outside your room disappear. The sounds of the house, the sounds of the street, let them all fade into a distant, unimportant hum. The only sound that matters now is the gentle sound of your own breathing, the soft whisper of air entering and leaving your body. It is a lullaby. It is the most ancient and calming song in the world. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let the tiny muscles around your eyes soften. There is nothing you need to see, nothing you need to do. Just breathe. Breathe with me. Feel the gentle rhythm we are creating together. A rhythm of peace, a rhythm of safety, a rhythm of love. This simple act, this holy breath, is the gateway to the deep rest your soul has been craving. Stay here. Don't try to go anywhere else. Just breathe, my child. Let's just breathe together. My child, Feel how your breathing has changed. It is slower now, isn't it? Deeper. More peaceful. You did not have to struggle to make it so. You simply had to let go and allow it to find its natural, restful rhythm. Now I want to tell you a secret about this very breath you are breathing. A secret that will deepen your sense of my presence until it is as real to you as the air itself. Have you ever stopped to think about the air? It is invisible, yet it is everywhere. It is gentle, yet it is powerful enough to sustain your very life. You do not have to work to find it. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to store it up for fear that it will run out. It is simply there, a constant life-giving gift, surrounding you at all times. In the language of my people, the word for breath, for wind, and for spirit is the same. Ruach. When you breathe, you are participating in a divine mystery. You are drawing in the very evidence of my sustaining presence. Every breath you take is a gift from me. It is a whisper from my own spirit saying, "Live, be, I am with you." I want you to reimagine your breathing now, with this truth in your heart. This is no longer just a relaxation technique. This is an act of communion. With your next breath in, I want you to know, with deep assurance, that you are breathing in me. You are breathing in my life, my strength, my peace. The air that fills your lungs is a carrier for my very spirit. So breathe me in. Fill the deepest parts of yourself with my presence. Let me reach every tired cell, every anxious corner of your soul. This is not just air. This is life itself. This is your Creator actively sustaining His beloved creation. And now, as you exhale, I want you to know that you are releasing your weariness, your fear, your sorrow, back into my care. You are not just breathing out carbon dioxide. You are breathing out your burdens, and I am great enough and gracious enough to receive them all. I breathe them in, and in the mystery of my love I transform them. So give them to me. With every single exhale, let go of something you have been carrying. Entrust it to me. Let's practice this holy exchange together. Breathe in my love, so full and so free, and breathe out the fear that you are not lovable enough. Breathe in my strength which never fails, and breathe out your own weariness. Breathe in my peace, which surpasses all understanding, and breathe out the chaos of your thoughts. Breathe in my faithfulness, which is new every morning, and breathe out your anxiety about tomorrow. Do you feel the beautiful, effortless rhythm of this? It is the rhythm of grace. You do not have to strive for my presence. You are already breathing it. You do not have to work to be close to me. I am the air that fills your lungs. How could you be any closer? The lie of anxiety is that you are alone and that you are in danger. The lie of fear is that you are separate from your source of life and safety. But this simple act of breathing shatters that lie with every inhale and every exhale. You are not separate. You are sustained. You are not alone. You are filled with the very Spirit of God. So let this truth sink deep into your soul tonight. My presence is not something you have to search for. It is the very atmosphere of your existence. It is as essential and as available as your next breath. There is no place you can go where this air is not. There is no depth of despair so deep that my spirit cannot fill it. So just rest now and breathe. But breathe differently. Breathe with the knowledge that you are participating in a miracle. You are breathing in the life of God. You are being held, sustained, and filled by the one who loves you with an everlasting love. How could you ever be unsafe, my child, when the very air around you, the very breath within you, is me? Just breathe. You are safe. My beloved child, now that you are breathing with me, feeling my presence in the very air around you, I want to take you somewhere. We don't have to travel far. In fact, we don't have to go anywhere at all. I want to build a sanctuary for you. right here, right now, in the quiet of your own mind. A safe place, a holy place, a place where fear cannot enter and anxiety cannot survive. The world outside is full of sharp edges, loud noises, and unpredictable dangers. Your mind has been trained to be on high alert, to scan for threats, to prepare for the worst. This constant state of vigilance is exhausting. It is the reason your muscles are so tight, your jaw is so clenched. But tonight, we are going to build a fortress of peace, a sanctuary of this present moment, and you are going to learn that you can retreat here whenever you need to. I want you to begin by picturing a place that feels utterly safe to you. Perhaps it is a memory from your childhood, a cozy room, a grandparent's garden, or perhaps it is a place you have only dreamed of. Let's create it together. Let it be a small, simple, beautiful room. Imagine the walls of this room. They are not made of cold, hard stone. They are made of warm, living wood, the kind of wood that seems to glow from within. Feel the warmth and solidity of these walls. They are strong. They represent my strength surrounding you. No harm can penetrate these walls. Now imagine the floor beneath you. It is covered by the softest, thickest rug you can imagine. The color of deep moss or rich cream. It is so plush that you want to curl up on it. This floor represents my comfort, the foundation of my love that is always beneath you, cushioning you, supporting you. In this room there is a single comfortable chair or a soft bed. It is perfectly shaped to your body. As you sink into it, it feels as if it were made just for you, holding you in a perfect, gentle embrace. This is my rest, tailored specifically for your weariness. And the light. There are no harsh, glaring lights in this sanctuary. The room is filled with a soft, warm, golden light. It seems to come from no single source, but to emanate from the very air itself. This is the light of my presence. It is a light that does not expose your flaws, but rather illuminates your beauty. It is a light that warms you to the core, chasing away every chill of fear and loneliness. Now let's consider the door to this room. There is only one. It is a simple, strong, wooden door. And I want you to see that I am standing at this door. Not as a stranger trying to get in, but as the guardian who is keeping everything else out. I am the gatekeeper of your peace. And on this door, there is a lock, but the lock is on the inside. You have control over who and what you allow into this sacred space. Tonight, you are choosing to lock the door to fear. You are choosing to lock the door to worry. You are choosing to lock the door to the demands of the world, to the accusations of the enemy, to the relentless striving of your own mind. Turn the key. Hear the satisfying, solid click of the bolt sliding into place. Nothing can enter this room now without your permission and without my permission. And tonight, we are agreeing together. Only peace is welcome here. This sanctuary is not just an imagination exercise. It is a spiritual reality. I promised that when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there among them. Tonight, you and I, we are gathered. Therefore, this space, your room, your bed, your mind, has become a holy place, a sanctuary. So I want you to feel the reality of this space. Feel the warmth of the light on your skin. Feel the softness of the rug under your feet. Feel the comfort of the chair holding you. Feel the strength of the walls surrounding you, and above all, feel the security of my presence guarding the door. You are safe here. Utterly, completely, profoundly safe. This is your secret place, the shadow of the Almighty. Here you can finally let down your guard completely. You can unclench every muscle. You can let your body become heavy and limp. You can allow your mind to become still. The world and all its threats are on the other side of that locked door. They cannot touch you here. Breathe in the atmosphere of your sanctuary. It is the air of heaven. It is thick with peace, with safety, with love. This is your home. This is where you belong. You can return here anytime. In the middle of a stressful day, you can close your eyes for 30 seconds and remember this room, remember me at the door, and reconnect with this deep inner safety. But for now, your only task is to remain, to rest, to be, to inhabit this sanctuary of the present moment, where the only thing that exists is you and me and the perfect, unshakable peace that I provide. Rest now, in this holy room. You are safe. My dear child, now that we are here together, secure within the sanctuary of this moment, with the door locked to all that would harm you, we can begin to deal with what is already inside. For even in a safe room, we can carry the dust and the chill of the outside world in with us. You have been breathing the air of fear for a long time, and its residue remains in your heart, in your mind, in your very body. So now, we are going to use the beautiful gift of your breath as a tool for gentle purification. We are going to breathe out the fear. Fear is not just an emotion. It is a physical presence. Where do you feel it in your body right now? Is it a cold, tight knot in your stomach? A heavy, suffocating pressure on your chest that makes it hard to take a full breath? Is it a frantic, buzzing energy behind your eyes? Or is it a trembling in your hands, a weakness in your knees? Take a moment, locate it, acknowledge it without judgment. There you are, fear. I feel you. We are not going to fight it. We are not going to try and wrestle it into submission. Fighting fear only creates more tension, more struggle. Instead, we are going to do something much more powerful. We are going to release it. We are going to let it go. And our exhale is the vehicle for its departure. Let's begin. Take a gentle, comfortable breath in, breathing in the warm, golden, safe air of our sanctuary. And now, as you begin to exhale, I want you to focus on that knot of fear in your stomach. Imagine that your breath is moving down into that knot, surrounding it, and as you breathe out, you are allowing a small part of that tightness to dissolve and flow out with the air. Don't try to get rid of all of it at once. Just a little. A small, gentle release. Let's do that again. A slow breath in, filling yourself with the peace and safety of this room. Hold it for a moment. And now, a long, slow exhale, and this time, focus on the pressure in your chest. Imagine the breath as a warm, gentle hand, loosening that band of tightness. And as you breathe out, let that pressure soften. Let it release its grip. Just a little. Let your heart have a little more room to beat peacefully. What are the specific fears you have been carrying today? Let's name them softly so we can release them. There is the fear of the future, the fear of the unknown. It feels like a cold, dark cloud. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to see a piece of that dark cloud being carried away on your breath, dissipating into the golden light of the room. Let go of the need to know. Let go of the need to control. There is the fear of failure, the fear of not being good enough. It feels like a heavy weight on your shoulders. Take a gentle breath in, and as you exhale, imagine that weight becoming just a little bit lighter. Imagine yourself shrugging it off, letting it slide from your shoulders and fall silently onto the floor, where the soft rug absorbs it completely. There is the fear of loss, the fear of being hurt again. It feels like a sharp, protective shield that you are holding up around your heart. But holding it is exhausting. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, give yourself permission to lower that shield, just an inch. Let the muscles in your arms and chest relax. You do not need that shield in here. I am your shield. And then there are the nameless fears, the free-floating anxiety, the sudden pangs of dread that seem to come from nowhere. See them as a swarm of buzzing insects in your mind. Take a deep, calming breath in, and as you exhale, imagine that a few of those insects have found an open window and have flown out of the room. The buzzing gets a little quieter. The air gets a little clearer. With every exhale, you are letting go. You are cleansing your inner world. You are making a conscious choice to release what harms you and to make more room for what heals you. This is not a passive process. It is a gentle but powerful act of your will, in partnership with mine. Do not be discouraged if the feelings of fear try to return. That is their nature. Just gently, patiently, return to your breath. The inhale of peace, the exhale of release. It is a rhythm you can practice all night long. If you wake in the middle of the night with your heart pounding, you can return to this. Breathe in my presence. Breathe out the fear. You are in control of this process, because I have given you a will, and I have given you my spirit to empower it. You are not a helpless victim of your anxiety. You are a child of the King, learning to use the gentle, powerful tools I have given you to cultivate your own inner peace. And I am here with you, your teacher, your guide, your protector. So continue this gentle work, breathing in safety, breathing out fear, little by little, breath by breath. You are emptying yourself of all that has troubled you, preparing yourself for the profound and holy infilling that is to come. My precious child, you have been doing such beautiful, courageous work. With each gentle exhale, you have been creating space. You have been clearing out the heavy, suffocating smog of fear, making room in the inner sanctuary of your soul. Now feel that space you have created. It is quiet. It is open. It is ready. And now, into this prepared space, we are going to invite something new. We are not going to leave it empty, for an empty room is soon filled again with what was just swept out. No, we are going to fill it to overflowing with a substance so pure, so powerful, and so peaceful that fear will find it has no room to return. We are going to breathe in my peace. I want you to understand what this peace is. It is not just a feeling of calmness. It is not the mere absence of anxiety. The peace I give you is a part of me. It is the very atmosphere of heaven. It is a substance, a living, spiritual reality. It is the deep, unshakable tranquility that I, the Prince of Peace, possess in my very nature. And I am not hoarding this peace for myself. I am offering it to you, freely and abundantly. Your breath, your inhalation, is the very means by which you will receive this divine gift. So let us begin this holy act of filling. Settle back into the comfort and safety of our secret room, the sanctuary of this moment. Feel the warmth of the golden light around you. Feel the strength of the walls. Feel my presence guarding the door. You are perfectly positioned to receive. Now, as you prepare to take your next breath in, I want you to imagine my peace as a tangible element. Perhaps you see it as a beautiful, shimmering, silver-blue mist, like a cool fog on a quiet morning. Or perhaps you see it as a warm, thick, golden liquid, like honey, radiant with light. Or maybe it is simply pure white light, vibrant and alive. Choose the image that resonates most deeply with your soul. Now, as you begin to inhale, slowly and deeply, I want you to see this beautiful substance of peace being drawn into you. See it entering your nose, cool and clean. This is not just air. This is the very peace of God. Feel it fill your lungs, not just with oxygen, but with a profound and holy calm. Imagine your lungs, once tight with anxiety, now expanding, softening, and glowing with this heavenly light. Hold it for a moment. Let this peace saturate your very being. Let it linger. Let it begin its work. And now, as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you are not just breathing out air. You are breathing this peace throughout your body. Imagine that exhale is pushing the golden light from your lungs into your bloodstream, sending it to every part of you. Let's take another breath and be even more specific. A long, slow inhale, drawing in this liquid light, this silver mist of peace. Feel it pool in your chest, a reservoir of pure tranquility. And now, as you exhale, direct that peace intentionally to the places where you held the fear. Send it down into your stomach. Picture that tight, cold knot of anxiety, and now see this warm, golden peace flowing into it, surrounding it and gently dissolving it. Feel the muscles in your abdomen unclench, soften, and warm under the influence of this healing peace. The knot is gone. In its place, there is only warmth and stillness. Let's breathe again. Inhale. My peace. My shalom, which means wholeness, completeness, nothing missing, nothing broken. And as you exhale, send that shalom up into your shoulders and your neck. See the heavy weight of responsibility, the tense cords of stress being bathed in this gentle light. Feel the muscles lengthening, softening, releasing their long-held burdens. The tension is melting away like ice in the warm spring sun. Your shoulders are light. Your neck is free. Another deep breath in, drawing in the very stillness of heaven. And as you exhale, send this profound stillness up into your mind. See the frantic racing thoughts, the worries that have been spinning in endless circles. Now watch as this wave of warm, thick, golden peace washes over them. It does not fight them, it simply submerges them. It slows them down. The spinning becomes a gentle swirl, and then it settles. The noise becomes a quiet hum, and then it fades into silence. Your mind, which was a stormy sea, is becoming a calm, clear, peaceful lake. The guard of my peace is at its post, and all is well. With every breath, you are filling yourself up. You are changing your inner atmosphere. Where there was a climate of fear, you are cultivating a climate of peace. Where there was a drought of hope, you are inviting a gentle rain of comfort. This is not a mental trick, this is a spiritual transaction. You are cooperating with my spirit, who is the giver of all good gifts. I want you to feel how full you are becoming, full of peace, full of safety, full of my presence. There is less and less room for anything else. The fear may knock at the door of your mind, but it will find there is no room at the inn. Your heart, your mind, your soul are occupied by the Prince of Peace. So continue this gentle, holy work as you drift closer and closer to sleep. Every inhale is a deliberate act of receiving. Every exhale is a deliberate act of filling. You are breathing me in. You are becoming a vessel of my tranquility. You are being transformed from the inside out by the power of my peace. Rest in this fullness. Float in this inner ocean of calm. There is nothing to fear. You are full of me. My precious child, listen closely. I want to speak the most important words you will hear tonight. I want to whisper them to you until they sink past your ears, past your anxious mind, and anchor themselves deep within the bedrock of your soul. The words are these: you are safe with me. Let that phrase land. Let it rest in the quiet sanctuary we have built together. This is not just a nice sentiment. It is not wishful thinking. It is the most solid, unshakable, and fundamental truth in all of creation. It is the promise that undergirds every other promise. It is the foundation upon which all true rest is built. What does it truly mean to be safe with me? The world defines safety as the absence of threat. A safe house has strong locks. A safe investment has low risk. A safe life is one free from pain and danger. But if that is the definition, then no one on earth is ever truly safe, for threats and pain are a part of this fallen world. But my safety is of a completely different order. My safety is not the absence of a storm. My safety is the presence of the master of the storm with you in the boat. To be safe with me means, first and foremost, that your soul is eternally secure. This is the ultimate safety. I hold your eternal life in my hands, the hands that were pierced to purchase your redemption. And I have promised that no one, not any power in hell, not any failure on your part, not any fear in the night, can ever snatch you out of my hand, or out of my Father's hand. You are double-held. Your eternal destiny is not in question. It is a finished work. You belong to me forever. The ultimate danger, separation from the source of life and love, has been completely and irrevocably removed. Let the profound peace of that ultimate safety be the ground beneath your feet tonight. Nothing can ever truly, ultimately harm you. To be safe with me also means that you are safe from condemnation. So much of your anxiety comes from a deep, nagging fear that you are not good enough, that you have failed, that you are a disappointment to me. The accuser loves to whisper this to you, to make you feel unsafe in my very presence. But my word declares, there is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. None. Zero. The gavel of judgment has fallen, and it has declared you not guilty. Not because of your own merit, but because I took your guilt upon myself on the cross. When you feel unsafe because of your own sin or failure, you are forgetting the gospel. You are safe from my wrath. You are safe in my grace. You are hidden in my righteousness. I see you not as a flawed failure, but as my beloved, redeemed, and perfect in my sight child. And to be safe with me means that even the pains and trials of this life, the things that feel so unsafe, are held within my sovereign and loving purpose. I have not promised you a life free from trouble, but I have promised that I will be with you in the trouble. And I have promised that I will work all things, even the things that feel terrifying and unsafe, the things that break your heart, together for your good. I am a master weaver. I can take the dark, tangled threads of pain and sorrow and weave them into a tapestry of strength and beauty and deeper intimacy with me. So even when your circumstances feel unsafe, you, my child, remain safe in my purpose. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. I am holding the bigger story, and in that story, your ultimate good and my ultimate glory are secure. I want you to translate this theology into a feeling now. I want you to feel this safety in your body. Imagine that my presence is a thick, transparent, unbreakable bubble of light all around you. It surrounds your bed. It fills your room. It surrounds you completely. It is soft and warm to the touch from the inside, but it is as hard as diamond from the outside. Nothing can penetrate it. A worry tries to approach from the outside, but it simply flattens against the surface of this sphere of safety and dissolves. A fear of tomorrow comes rushing toward you, but it bounces off this shield of my presence and disappears. A memory from the past tries to haunt you, but it cannot find a way in. You are completely enclosed in the protective bubble of my love. This is your reality tonight. You are enclosed in me. You are hidden in me. You are safe in me. Let this profound, multi-layered sense of safety be the mattress upon which you sleep. It is eternal. It is judicial. It is relational. It is practical. Every aspect of your being, spirit, soul, and body, is safe with me. Let every muscle in your body release its tension in response to this truth. Let your heart slow its frantic beat. Let your mind cease its constant scanning for danger. The danger has been disarmed. The guard is at his post. The fortress is secure. You are safe. You are safe with me. Rest in that truth now. It is the only truth that matters. My beloved child, as you rest in the deep, profound truth that you are safe with me, I want to gently pull back a curtain. I want to show you why you so often feel unsafe, even when the reality is that you are perfectly secure in me. Your feelings of anxiety, your racing heart, your sleepless nights, they do not come from nowhere. They are fueled. They are fed. They are nurtured by a constant stream of lies. These lies are whispered so subtly and so persistently that you have mistaken them for your own voice, for the voice of reason. Tonight, here in the absolute safety of our sanctuary, we are going to name these lies. We are going to hold them up to the gentle, unwavering light of my truth, and we are going to watch them wither and die. The first and most powerful lie that makes you feel unsafe is the lie of scarcity. This lie has many forms, but its core message is always the same. There is not enough. It whispers to you, there is not enough money to pay the bills. You are on the brink of disaster. It hisses, there is not enough time to get everything done. You are failing and falling behind. It taunts, there is not enough strength in you to face what is coming. It murmurs, there is not enough love for you. You will end up alone. This lie of scarcity creates a constant, low-grade panic in your soul. It puts you in a state of survival, where you must hoard and strive and worry because you believe you are on your own, with limited resources, in a world of lack. It is the lie that fueled the anxiety I spoke of when I said, what will we eat? What will we drink? What will we wear? But my child, what is my truth? I am Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. I am the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. I am the one who fed 5,000 people with a few loaves and a couple of fish and had baskets of leftovers. I am the one who told you to look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not so much more valuable than they? The foundational truth of my kingdom is not scarcity. It is extravagant, overflowing, inexhaustible abundance. My grace is not rationed. My strength is not limited. My love is not a finite resource. It is an infinite, ever-flowing fountain. When the lie of scarcity comes to make you feel unsafe, you must confront it with the truth of my limitless provision. Your Father knows what you need, and His resources are boundless. The second great lie that makes you feel unsafe is the lie of isolation. This lie tells you, you are all alone in this. It convinces you that your struggles are unique and shameful, that no one would understand. It cuts you off from community. It makes you hide your weakness. It tells you that you are a solitary soldier on a battlefield, with no backup and no support. When you make a mistake, it whispers, now you've done it. You have separated yourself from God's favor. You are on your own. This lie is designed to make you feel exposed, vulnerable, and abandoned, the very definition of unsafe. But what is my truth? I have promised you, with a holy oath, I will never leave you nor forsake you. My very name is Emmanuel, which means God with us. My Spirit, the Comforter, does not just visit you. He has made His home inside of you. You are never, ever alone. Even when you feel most distant, I am closer to you than your own breath. When you feel most ashamed, my grace is covering you. When you feel weakest, my strength is perfected in you. The truth is not isolation. It is a permanent, unbreakable, intimate union. You are a branch, and I am the vine. You are a sheep, and I am the shepherd. You are my child, and I am your father. The lie of isolation is perhaps the greatest deception of the enemy, for he knows that a sheep separated from the flock is an easy target. But you are not separated. You are mine. You are with me, and I am with you always. The third insidious lie that destroys your sense of safety is the lie that you are in control. This sounds like a contradiction, doesn't it? You would think being in control would make you feel safe, but it is the illusion of control and the desperate, exhausting attempt to maintain it that creates so much of your anxiety. This lie tells you, it's all up to you. Your family's well-being, your financial security, your health, your future, it all rests on your shoulders. If you just worry enough, plan enough, and work hard enough, you can prevent disaster. This lie makes you the god of your own small universe, and it is a crushing, terrifying responsibility for a human being to bear. And because you know deep down that you are not truly in control, you live in a constant state of fear that you will drop one of the spinning plates, that you will fail, that your limited power will not be enough. But my child, what is the liberating truth? You are not in control, and you were never meant to be. I am. I am the one who is sovereign. I am the one who holds all things together by the word of my power. The weight of the world is on my shoulders, not yours. Your safety is not found in grasping the reins of control more tightly. Your safety is found in releasing them completely into my capable, loving hands. It is the safety of surrender. It is the peace of knowing that the one who is truly in charge is perfectly good, infinitely wise, and loves you with an everlasting love. So tonight, as these lies come to whisper to you in the dark, I want you to be ready. When the lie of scarcity comes, answer it with the truth of my abundance. When the lie of isolation comes, answer it with the truth of my presence. And when the lie of control comes, answer it with the joyful, relieving truth of my sovereignty. These lies are the fuel for your fear. By extinguishing them with the truth, you are cutting off the source of your anxiety. You are choosing to believe me instead of the liar. And in that choice, you will find the deep, unshakable safety that is your birthright as my child. My precious child, now that we have exposed the lies that have been eroding your sense of safety, I want to give you a new image to hold in your mind. A powerful, ancient, and unshakable image of the safety I provide. The scriptures say, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe." Tonight, I want you to run to me. I want you to enter this tower and feel its security with every fiber of your being. Picture it in your mind's eye. It is not a modern steel and glass tower, fragile and exposed. This is an ancient fortress, a citadel built upon a high rocky cliff impossible to assail. Its foundations go down into the very bedrock of the earth, the bedrock of my eternal, unchanging character. The storms of life can rage against this foundation, but it will not tremble. It will not be moved. The walls of this tower are immense. They are incredibly thick, made of massive, perfectly fitted stones. These stones are my promises. Each one is a declaration of my faithfulness, my power, and my love for you. I will never leave you. I will be your strength. Nothing can separate you from my love. All things work together for your good. See these promises as huge, impenetrable blocks of granite, forming a wall so high and so strong that no enemy, no fear, no anxiety can possibly scale it or break through it. You are enclosed by my faithfulness. There is a single entrance to this tower, a massive gate made of heavy ancient wood and reinforced with iron. And I, your Savior, am the gate. I am the way in. No one comes into this place of safety except through me. By putting your trust in me, you have already passed through this gate. And now that you are inside, that gate is closed and barred. I am protecting the entrance. Nothing can get to you except what I allow to pass through me first, and what I allow is only for your ultimate good and my glory. You are not just in a fortress, you are in a fortress whose very door is the Son of God. Now come inside. Step out of the wind and the raging storm of your fears and into the deep, quiet peace of this tower. The air inside is still and calm. The chaotic noises of the world are gone, replaced by a profound and holy silence. It is a silence of absolute security. Let's explore this tower. There are rooms within it. There is a great hall with a roaring fire, a place of warmth and fellowship where you are never alone. This is the room of my presence. Here, the chill of loneliness cannot touch you. There is a storeroom, a pantry filled to overflowing with every good thing you could ever need. It is stocked with bread for your hunger, water for your thirst, oil for your wounds, wine for your joy. This is the room of my provision. Here, the lie of scarcity has no power. There is an armory filled with the spiritual armor I provide for you, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith. This is the room of my strength. Here, you are equipped for any battle. And tonight, we are going to climb the steps to the highest room in the tower. It is a watchtower, a bedroom with a single, large, arched window. As you step into this room, you feel an incredible sense of peace. There is a soft bed waiting for you, piled high with quilts and pillows. The only light comes from a single steady candle, flickering gently, casting a warm glow on the stone walls. I want you to lie down on this bed, feel its comfort, feel its safety. Now look out the window. From this high vantage point, you can see the storm of your worries far below. You can see the lightning flashes of your anxiety in the distant clouds. You can hear the faint, muffled howl of the winds of change. But here, in this room, you are completely untouched. You are high above it all. The storm cannot reach you here. You can observe it without being threatened by it. You can see your problems from my perspective. Small, temporary, and under my complete control. This is what it means to run into the strong tower of my name. It means to lift your thoughts, your identity, and your security out of the battlefield of your circumstances and to place them in the high, unassailable fortress of who I am. Your name is beloved. Your name is forgiven. Your name is child of the King. And your dwelling place is not in the land of fear. Your dwelling place is here, in this high tower of my faithfulness. So I want you to fall asleep tonight in this room. In this bed, in this tower. Know that the walls are my promises, the foundation is my character. The gate is my own body which was broken for you. You are high above the storm. You are surrounded by strength. You are in the safest place in the universe. So when a fear comes to your mind, remind yourself, I am in the tower. That is outside. I am in here, with him. Let this image be your fortress tonight. Let it be the truth that guards your heart and mind. Run to me, my child. Run to your strong tower, and here in me you will be safe. Utterly and completely safe. My precious child, as you rest here, high in the safety of your strong tower, looking out at the distant, powerless storms of your anxieties, I want to take you back to a specific moment in my life on Earth. I want to tell you a story. A story about a real storm, with real wind and real waves, on a real sea. And in this story, I want you to find not just a historical account, but a living parable for the chaos in your own heart and mind, and a profound revelation of who I am in the midst of it. My disciples and I had been ministering to the crowds all day. The people were hungry for hope, for healing, for a word from God, and I gave myself to them fully. But by the end of the day, a deep human weariness had settled upon me, the same kind of bone-deep exhaustion you are feeling right now. So I said to my friends, let us go over to the other side of the lake. We climbed into one of their fishing boats. These were seasoned fishermen, men who knew the Sea of Galilee like the back of their hands. They knew its moods, its currents, its sudden changes. They felt at home on the water. I, however, was so tired that I found a cushion in the stern of the boat, the back part, lay down, and immediately fell into a deep, trusting sleep. I rested in the care of my Father and in the capable hands of my friends. At first, the journey was peaceful. The rhythmic creaking of the wooden boat, the gentle lapping of the water against the hull, the murmur of the disciples' voices as they sailed under a starry sky. It was much like the peace we are cultivating here tonight. But then, suddenly, as can happen on that lake, a furious storm descended. This was not a normal squall. The scripture calls it a megas leilaps, a great and violent tempest. The wind shrieked like a demon. The sky turned from peaceful twilight to a terrifying, inky black. And the waves, which had been so gentle, rose up like angry monsters, crashing over the sides of the small boat, filling it with cold, heavy, terrifying water. These strong men, these experienced sailors, were suddenly terrified. Their skill was useless against the supernatural fury of this storm. The boat was being swamped. It was groaning, threatening to break apart. They were bailing water frantically, but it was a losing battle. They were sinking. In the darkness, in the chaos, In the roaring wind and the crashing waves, a primal fear gripped them. They were going to die. My child, has your heart ever felt like that boat? One moment you are sailing along in relative peace, and the next, a sudden storm of bad news, of conflict, of anxious thoughts, descends upon you, and you feel like you are sinking. Your own skills, your own strength, your own coping mechanisms, they are all useless against the fury of it. You are overwhelmed. You are terrified. You feel you are going down. And where was I in all this? I was still asleep. Can you imagine their panic turning to a kind of frantic, desperate anger? They stumbled their way to the back of the sinking boat, and they shook me awake, shouting words that have been echoed by hurting souls throughout history, perhaps even by you. They cried, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" Oh, listen to that cry. Don't you care? It is the cry of a heart that feels abandoned in its most desperate moment. It is the fear that not only are you in a storm, but you are in it alone, that God is asleep, indifferent to your suffering. Maybe you have whispered that question in the dark. God, where are you? Don't you see this anxiety that is drowning me? Don't you care? I heard them. I opened my eyes. I saw their terrified faces, their white-knuckled grip on the sides of the boat. I felt the violent rocking. I heard the howling wind. I saw the chaos. And my heart was filled with love and compassion for them. I stood up. I stood up in the middle of that pitching, chaotic, sinking vessel, and I did not rebuke them for their lack of faith. Not yet. First, I dealt with the storm. I did not shout. I did not struggle. I simply spoke. I spoke to the wind and to the sea as one who had absolute authority over them, as the very one who had created them. I said, "Peace, be still." 3 words, and with those 3 words, everything changed. The wind did not just die down, it ceased, instantly. The raging waves did not just get smaller, they fell flat. The Bible says there was a megascalene, a great calm, a profound, supernatural, instantaneous stillness settled over the water. The only sound was the gentle lapping of the water against the hull, and the stunned, ragged breathing of my disciples. I want you to feel that stillness now. That is the same authority I have over the storm in your mind. The chaotic thoughts, the crashing waves of fear, the howling winds of anxiety, they must all obey my voice. And tonight, I am standing up in the boat of your heart, and I am speaking to your inner storm. I am not shouting. I am just saying, with all the authority of heaven, peace, be still. Feel the chaos in your mind begin to subside. Feel the waves of panic recede. Feel the winds of worry grow quiet. It is not a gradual process. It is a response to the authority of your Creator and your Savior. He has spoken, and the storm must obey. After the storm was quiet, then, only then, did I turn to my friends. And I asked them gently, "Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith?" It was not a scolding, but a gentle invitation to a deeper truth. The point was not that they should have been able to calm the storm themselves. The point was that they should have known they were safe because I was in the boat with them. The presence of the Master of the Sea should have been their peace, even before the sea was calm. This is my invitation to you tonight. Yes, I can and I will speak peace to your inner storm. But even more deeply, I want you to find your rest in the simple, unshakable truth that I am in the boat with you. You are not alone in your anxiety. You are not sinking. The Master is with you. And with me in your boat, you are unsinkable. Rest in that knowledge. Rest in the stillness after the storm. The great calm has come. All is well. My precious child, as you rest in the great calm that follows the storm, with the waters of your mind now still and peaceful, I want to talk to you about the source of the wind. Where do these inner storms come from? So often the violent winds of anxiety, The turbulent waves of fear are whipped up by one single exhausting effort: your need to be in control. From the moment you wake, you begin to grasp the reins. You plan your day, you manage your schedule. You try to control the outcomes of your conversations. You try to control the perceptions others have of you. You try to control your children's choices, your financial future, your health. You believe, deep down, that if you just hold the reins tightly enough, if you are vigilant enough, if you anticipate every possible problem, you can steer your life into a safe harbor and keep it there. But what does this effort produce in you? It produces a constant humming tension in your body. It produces an endless spinning hamster wheel of what-ifs in your mind. It produces a profound weariness in your soul. Because you are trying to do a job that was never meant to be yours. You are trying to be God. And here's the secret. The desperate need to control everything is rooted in the deep-seated fear that nothing is in control. It is rooted in the terrifying belief that the universe is a chaotic, random place, and that if you let go of the reins for 1 second, your life will spin out of control and crash. This effort is not an act of strength. It is an act of profound fear. But I am here tonight to offer you a more beautiful, more liberating truth. The universe is not chaotic. It is held. Your life is not random. It has a purpose. And there is one who is in control. And it is not you. It is me. I want you to picture yourself in a chariot. All day long you have been standing at the front, holding the leather reins with a white-knuckled grip. Your muscles are burning. Your arms are aching. You are leaning forward, tense, trying to see the path ahead, shouting commands at the horses, trying to force them to your will. It is a stressful, exhausting, and ultimately futile way to journey. Now I want you to see me, standing calmly and quietly behind you in that same chariot. I have been here all along watching you strive, waiting patiently for you to grow tired. And now you are. You are so very tired of the effort. So tonight, I am making you a gentle offer. Let me take the reins. This is one of the scariest and most freeing invitations you will ever receive. It requires trust. It requires surrender. But the peace it offers is beyond anything you can create with your own striving. I want you to do it now, in your mind. Feel the rough leather of the reins in your hands. Acknowledge how tightly you have been holding on. And now, slowly, deliberately, unclench your fingers. Let the tension go. Turn around and place the reins into my outstretched hands. Feel the immediate relief in your arms, in your shoulders, in your back. The responsibility is no longer yours. You don't have to steer anymore. You don't have to see the path ahead. You don't have to anticipate the dangers. The master of the journey is now in charge. What happens when you give me the reins? I do not whip the horses into a frantic gallop. My pace is not one of hurry. I bring them into a steady, calm, and graceful walk. The frantic, jarring ride becomes smooth and peaceful. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light, remember? Now that your hands are empty, you are free to do something else. You are free to simply rest in the chariot. You can sit down. You can lean back against the side. You can even lie down. You are free to look around and enjoy the scenery of your life for the first time, instead of just trying to control the path. You can notice the beauty you were missing when you were so focused on the road ahead. You can look up at the stars. You can feel the gentle breeze on your face. This is the rest of surrender. It is the deep, profound safety that comes not from being in control, but from knowing that the one who is in control is perfectly good, infinitely wise, and loves you more than you can possibly imagine. He knows the way. He knows the destination. And he will get you there safely. Letting go of control is the ultimate act of faith. It is saying, God, I trust you more than I trust myself. I trust your wisdom more than my own worrying. I trust your strength more than my own striving. So as you lie here tonight, I want you to practice this surrender. If your mind starts to grasp for the reins again, if it starts to plan and worry and what if, gently remind yourself, he is driving. The reins are in his hands. And then bring your focus back to the feeling of peace, the feeling of being a passenger, the feeling of being cared for. Let go of the need to control your sleep. Let go of the need to control your dreams. Let go of the need to control the events of tomorrow. Place it all in my hands, I can hold it. The weight of the world is on my shoulders, and I assure you they are broad enough for the task. Your only task tonight is to rest in the back of the chariot, trusting the driver. Let go, my child. Let go and be at peace. My precious child, as you rest in the deep peace of surrender, having placed the heavy reins of control into my hands, I want to draw you into an even more intimate and ancient place of safety. It is a place spoken of by poets and kings, a place yearned for by every soul that has ever felt vulnerable or afraid. It is the secret place of the Most High. It is the refuge found under my wings. I want you to let go of any childish or cartoonish image this might bring to mind. Think instead of the majestic and powerful eagle. Its wings are a marvel of my creation, strong enough to ride the highest winds, powerful enough to carry its young through any storm. Yet those same powerful wings are lined with the softest, warmest down, creating a place of unparalleled comfort and protection for its eaglets. Or, if you prefer, think of a simple mother hen on a dark and stormy night. When danger threatens, she does not run. She does not fight. She spreads her wings, and with a gentle clucking call, she gathers her chicks to her. They scurry to her without a second thought and disappear into the absolute safety and warmth of her feathers. In that moment, for those little chicks, the storm, the predator, the entire world of threat ceases to exist. All they know is the darkness, the warmth, and the steady heartbeat of their mother. This is the safety I offer you tonight. I see the storms of fear that rage in your world. I see the predators of anxiety that stalk your mind in the darkness, and my heart yearns for you, as I once yearned for Jerusalem, to simply let me gather you. And tonight, you are willing. Your tired, frightened heart is ready to come home. So come. In your mind, see me here with you, and see my great wings of faithfulness and love spreading out. They are vast, arching over you to create a living, breathing sanctuary. This is a place crafted just for you. As you draw near, I want you to feel the atmosphere begin to change. The air under my wings is different. It is warm with my own life, my own love. It is still and silent, muffling the chaotic noises of the outside world until they are nothing but a distant, unimportant hum. Now step inside. Step into this holy refuge. Feel the immense, soft canopy of feathers enclosing you. This is the tangible feeling of my protection. No harm can penetrate this shelter. No piercing arrow of a fearful thought can make it through. No cold wind of loneliness can find you here. My faithfulness is your shield and your rampart, a multi-layered defense of divine love. I want you to settle in here. Find a comfortable place and nestle down into the softness. You are hidden, completely hidden from the accusing eyes of the world, from the condemning lies of the enemy, and even from the harsh judgment of your own inner critic. In this secret place, you are not judged. You are not evaluated. You are simply cherished. You are my beloved little one, and I am covering you with my own being. Listen, what do you hear in this holy quiet? The only sound here is the slow, deep, rhythmic sound of my own heartbeat. Thump, 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 thump. It is the most powerful and most peaceful sound in the universe. It is the rhythm of eternal life, of unshakable peace, of sovereign strength. Let this sound be the only sound you listen to. Let it be the lullaby that captivates your soul. Sync the rhythm of your own breathing to it, breathing in on one beat and out on the next. Feel your own heart, once racing with anxiety, begin to slow down, to match its rhythm to mine. We are coming into sync. We are breathing together. We are sharing one heartbeat. This is what it means to abide in the shadow of the Almighty. It means to live so close to me that my very being becomes your environment. My strength becomes your shield. My warmth becomes your comfort. My heartbeat becomes your peace. Here under my wings, you can finally let go of all vigilance. You have been on guard for so long, scanning the horizon for the next threat. But now you can stop. You can close your eyes. I am your watchman. I am the one scanning the horizon for you. My eyes do not close. I will not slumber nor sleep. I am watching over you so that you can have the deep, carefree, and profound rest that you so desperately need. So let your body become heavy. Let your mind become still. Feel yourself snuggling deeper into the warmth and the darkness of this safe place. You are not just protected. You are cherished. You are not just safe. You are home. There is nothing to fear. The storm can rage outside, but it cannot touch you here. The night can be long, but it is not dark in here. There is only the soft glow of my love. Rest now, my little one, nestled close to my heart, covered by my wings. There is no safer place in all of heaven or on all of the earth. Sleep, I have you. My precious child, as you rest here, nestled in the absolute safety of my wings, I want to reveal to you the ultimate secret of overcoming fear. It is not a technique. It is not a formula. It is not something you do. It is something you receive. The scripture, written by my beloved disciple John, who leaned his head upon my chest, says it so simply. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. Tonight, I want to immerse you in this perfect love, and I want you to feel it as a tangible force, driving the shadows of fear from the sanctuary of your soul. For so long, you have been trying to fight fear with your own resources. You have tried to fight fear with logic, arguing with your anxious thoughts. You have tried to fight fear with willpower, gritting your teeth and pushing through it. You have tried to fight fear with distraction, filling your life with noise and activity to avoid its cold presence. And you are tired. You are tired because fear cannot be defeated by your own human efforts. It is like trying to fight a great darkness with a tiny, flickering candle. The darkness simply swallows the light. Fear, at its root, is a response to a perceived lack of love. You fear the future because you doubt you are loved enough to be cared for. You fear failure because you doubt you are loved enough to be accepted in your weakness. You fear loneliness because you doubt you are lovable enough to be chosen. You fear condemnation because you doubt God's love is great enough to cover your sin. Fear is a symptom. The disease is a perceived deficit of love. Therefore, the only true and lasting antidote to fear is not courage, not strength, not willpower. It is a massive, overwhelming, undeniable infusion of perfect love. My love. What makes my love perfect? It is perfect because it is unconditional. Your love and the love you receive from the world is almost always conditional. It depends on performance, on attractiveness, on agreement, on mutual benefit. And because it is conditional, it is not perfectly safe and it cannot fully cast out fear. You always fear that you might break the condition and the love will be withdrawn. But my love has no conditions. I loved you before you were born. I loved you at your worst. I chose you not because you were lovely, but to make you lovely with my own love. There is nothing you can do to earn it, and there is nothing you can do to lose it. It is based entirely on my character, not yours. And my character is unchanging. This unconditional nature makes my love a perfectly safe foundation. My love is also perfect because it is all-powerful. It is not a weak or passive sentiment. My love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is the force that created the galaxies. It is the force that endured the cross. It is the force that conquered death and rolled away the stone from the tomb. The darkness of fear, which feels so powerful to you, is nothing in the face of this love. It is a shadow, and a shadow has no substance of its own. It is merely the absence of light. When the all-powerful light of my love floods a room, the darkness does not fight back. It does not argue. It simply ceases to exist. It is displaced. It is cast out. So tonight we are not going to fight your fear. We are going to displace it. We are going to cast it out with love. I want you to open the very center of your being, your heart, your spirit. And I want you to ask me for this infusion. You can whisper, Jesus, fill me with your perfect love. Now I want you to picture my love as that warm golden light we spoke of earlier. But now it is not just in the room. It is a mighty river, flowing directly from my heart into yours. See it. Feel it. A warm, powerful, unstoppable river of pure, liquid love. It pours into your heart, and it begins to fill you up from the inside out. Feel it filling every empty, lonely place. Feel it warming every cold, frightened corner of your soul. Now, see what happens to the fear. The fear you felt as a cold, dark knot in your stomach. Watch as this river of love flows over it, and the knot simply dissolves, washed away in the current. The fear you felt as a tightness in your chest. Feel the river of love expanding your heart, pushing out that tightness, making room for peace. The fear you felt as a dark cloud in your mind. Watch as the brilliant light of this love river rises, pushing the cloud up and up until it dissolves into the brightness and is gone. This is what it means for perfect love to cast out fear. It is not a battle. It is a displacement. It is a replacement. You are being filled so completely with my love that there is simply no room left for fear. Fear cannot breathe in the atmosphere of my love. It cannot survive in the light of my love. So let me fill you now. Don't resist. Don't analyze it. Just receive it. Breathe it in. Let it wash over you. Let it saturate every part of you. This is your birthright as my child, to live not in fear but in the overwhelming, all-consuming, fear-casting out love of your Father. Let this love be your blanket tonight. Let it be the air you breathe. Let it be the truth that sings you to sleep. In my love you are safe. In my love there is no fear. Rest there now. Rest in me. My child, as you are flooded with my perfect love, which is casting out all fear, I want to draw your attention to the very center of your being, to your heart. Your heart is the seat of your deepest emotions, your most vulnerable longings, and your most tender wounds. When you feel fear, it is often a fear for your heart, a fear that it will be broken again, a fear that it will be disappointed, abandoned, or rejected. You have built walls around it to keep it safe, but these walls have also kept it isolated and have not truly eased its anxious beat. Tonight, I want to offer your heart the only true and lasting safety it can ever know. I want you to perform an act of immense trust and profound surrender. I want you to place your heart into my hands. I know this is a frightening thought. You have entrusted your heart to others before, and it has been handled carelessly. It has been bruised. It has been dropped. So you have learned to guard it fiercely. But my hands are not like the hands of the world. I want you to look at my hands. See them in your mind's eye. First, see that my hands are strong. These are the hands that scooped out the oceans and sculpted the mountains. These are the hands that flung the stars into the cosmos. These are the hands that hold the universe together. They are hands of infinite power and sovereignty. When your heart is in these hands, it is protected by the most powerful force in existence. No one can snatch it away. No worldly force can crush it. It is held in absolute, omnipotent strength. There is no safer place. But now, Look closer at these same hands. See the scars. See the nail prints in my palms. These are not just the hands of a powerful creator. They are the hands of a suffering Savior. These scars are the eternal reminder of what I was willing to endure to win your heart. They are the proof of my love. They tell you that these hands understand your pain. They are not the hands of a distant God who cannot be touched by your feelings of infirmity. They are the hands that have borne the ultimate wound for you. Therefore, they know how to be gentle. They know how to hold what is fragile without causing more pain. They are strong enough to protect and scarred enough to understand. So I ask you now, can you trust these hands? Can you trust my strength and my tenderness? I want you to do this now in the quiet sanctuary of your soul. Picture your own heart. See it as it is tonight. Perhaps it is a frightened, trembling bird. Perhaps it is a heavy, leaden stone. Perhaps it is a fragile glass vessel, cracked and threatening to shatter. See its true condition. Acknowledge its weariness, its fear, its pain. Now, with the hands of your spirit, I want you to gently, carefully, reach into your own chest and lift out your heart. Hold it in your own hands for a moment. Feel its weight. Feel its fragile, pulsating life. And now, I want you to turn to me. I am here, right in front of you, with my strong, scarred hands held out to you, palms up. This is the moment of trust. This is the act of surrender that leads to peace. Gently, lovingly, place your heart into my hands. Let go of it. Release your grip. Feel the transfer. Feel the weight of it leave you. You no longer have to carry it. You no longer have to protect it. You no longer have to manage its anxious rhythms. The responsibility is now mine, and I accept it with infinite joy and tenderness. Watch what I do. I do not grasp it tightly. I simply cup my hands around it, creating a perfect, warm, living cradle. My light and my love begin to flow from my palms directly into your heart. If your heart was a frightened bird, feel it begin to quiet. Feel its frantic heartbeat slow down. Feel it fluff its feathers and nestle into the warmth, knowing it has found its true nest. If your heart was a heavy stone, feel my warmth beginning to penetrate it, softening it, turning it from stone back into flesh, just as I promised I would. If it was a cracked glass vessel, see my light filling the cracks, not like glue, but like a living light that seals them from the inside out, making your heart whole and more beautiful than it was before. This is what I do when you entrust your heart to me. I protect it, I heal it, I quiet it, and I hold it. I will hold it all night long. You can sleep now, with an empty chest in a good way, an unburdened chest. Your most precious, most vulnerable part is in the safest place in the universe. It is resting in the hands of the one who loved it enough to die for it. Let the feeling of your heart being safely held by me be the final sensation you are aware of as you drift off to sleep. It is safe. It is warm. It is healing. It is at peace. Your heart is home. My beloved child, as you rest in this profound state of peace, with your heart held securely in my hands, I want to expand your awareness of the safety that surrounds you. The protection I offer you is not solitary. It is not just you and me alone against the darkness. I am the Lord of hosts, the commander of heavenly armies, and tonight, the armies of heaven are encamped around you. Your room, which seems so quiet and still to your earthly senses, is in fact alive and shimmering with the presence of my holy angels. Please do not let this idea alarm you. This is not a frightening or strange reality. It is the most comforting and reassuring truth imaginable. I want to open the eyes of your heart, just as I did for the servant of the prophet Elisha, so you can see the unseen reality that is all around you. Remember that story. The servant looked out and saw the enemy army, with its horses and chariots, surrounding their small city, and he was terrified. He saw only the physical threat, but Elisha, who saw with spiritual eyes, was calm. He prayed, "O Lord, please open his eyes that he may see." And I did. And the servant looked again, and his jaw dropped in awe. For the entire mountain around them was filled with horses and chariots of fire, my heavenly army, a force infinitely greater and more powerful than any earthly threat. That same reality is true for you right now. The fears that surround you in the night, the fear of tomorrow, the fear of loss, the fear of pain, they are like that enemy army. They seem so numerous, so powerful, but they are nothing. They are a phantom force compared to the mighty garrison of light and power that is standing guard over you as you sleep. I have given my angels charge concerning you. This is a divine command, a holy directive from the throne of heaven. Their assignment tonight is you. Your peace, your protection, your rest. This is their sacred duty, and it is their great delight to perform it. Picture them now, not as soft, chubby babies, but as they truly are. Mighty, majestic beings of light. They are powerful, glorious, and filled with a holy love for you, because you are a child of the Father they serve. They stand silent and vigilant. See one standing at the door of your bedroom, a flaming sword in his hand, allowing no fear or any disturbing presence to cross the threshold. See others standing at the four corners of your bed, creating an impenetrable perimeter of holy energy. Your bed is now an altar, a fortress, a sanctuary. Their presence fills the room with a palpable sense of peace and reverence. The very air is different. It is thicker with holiness, cleaner, purer. The darkness of the night is not truly dark in here. It is filled with the soft, ambient glow of their celestial light. They are pushing back the shadows, both physical and spiritual. They are not here to be worshipped. All their glory is but a reflection of mine. They are here as an expression of my extravagant love and my detailed care for you. I am a king, and you are my royal child. And a child of the king never sleeps unguarded. It would be unthinkable. The honor of the entire kingdom is at stake in your safety. So let this knowledge sink deep into you and bring a new level of rest. You can let go of the last tiniest remnant of vigilance you might be holding on to. You do not have to listen for strange noises. You do not have to worry about the terrors of the night. The watch has been set. The guards are at their posts. And their watch is perfect. They do not get tired. They are not distracted. They are focused, powerful, and utterly dedicated to your well-being. Feel the profound security of this. You are resting in a place more secure than any fortress on earth. You are surrounded by a love that is both tender and fierce, the love of your Father and the protective might of his heavenly host. Let your body relax completely in response to this truth. Let your breathing become even deeper, even slower. You are so safe. You are so honored. You are so cared for. There is an army of light encamped around you. Now sleep, my child. Sleep the deep, fearless, and profound sleep of one who is guarded by the armies of heaven. My precious child, as you lie here, securely guarded and held, I want to address some of the most persistent and subtle threats to your peace. These are not threats from the outside world, but ghosts from within your own memory. I'm talking about your past. The night is when these ghosts love to visit. When the world is quiet, the voices of regret, shame, and old hurts can become deafening, making you feel profoundly unsafe in your own mind. They whisper that your past defines you, that your mistakes are a permanent stain, and that the hurts you endured will surely come again. Tonight, we will silence those ghosts. We will declare your sanctuary a place where they have no power and no access. You are safe, even from your own history. Think of your past as a room behind you. For so long, the door to that room has been left ajar, and the cold drafts of memory have been chilling the warmth of your present moment. Let's look at the ghosts that have been slipping through. First, there is the tormented ghost of regret. It is a restless spirit. It forces you to watch old movies in your mind, over and over again. The scene where you said the harsh word, The scene where you made the foolish choice. The scene where you missed the opportunity. It whispers the most painful words in the human language. If only you had been wiser. If only you had been stronger. If only you had known. This ghost makes you feel unsafe because it tells you that you are your own worst enemy, that your own choices have irrevocably damaged your life, and that you are bound to repeat your failures. It chains you to a version of yourself that no longer exists. But my child, listen to my truth. When I went to the cross, I did not just die for your future sins, I died for your past. All of it. Every foolish choice, every clumsy mistake, every regrettable word. When I said, "It is finished," I meant it. The case is closed. The debt has been paid in full. When you confessed those things to me, I did not just forgive them. I cast them into the deepest part of the sea. I chose to remember them no more. This means I no longer hold them against you. They do not factor into my love for you. So why do you allow this ghost to keep bringing them up? Tonight we are going to close and lock that door. I want you to see me standing at the doorway to that room of your past. I turn to you with a look of infinite love, and I say, "It is finished." And then I gently, firmly close the heavy door, and I lock it. I am the one who holds the key. The ghost of regret is now trapped in a room to which it belongs, the past. It can no longer roam the halls of your present mind. You are safe from it. You are a new creation. The old has gone. The new has come. Now, let's talk about the other ghost, the one who often accompanies regret. It is the heavy, suffocating ghost of shame. This ghost doesn't just tell you that you did something bad. It tells you that you are bad. It tells you that your past mistakes have become your identity. It whispers that you are fundamentally flawed, unworthy of love, a disappointment to me. It makes you want to hide, to cover yourself, because you feel unsafe in your own skin, convinced that if anyone, including me, saw your true self, they would be disgusted. Oh, my beloved, this lie grieves me more than any other. I want you to see what I do with your shame. I take that heavy, dirty cloak of shame that you have been wearing, and I remove it from your shoulders. And in its place I clothe you with a robe of pure, brilliant white. It is the robe of my own righteousness. It is a gift. When my Father looks at you, he does not see the stains of your past. He sees the perfect, spotless righteousness of his own Son. This is your true identity now. You are not the one who failed. You are the one who is clothed in Christ. You are not unworthy. You are the righteousness of God. Shame cannot survive in the light of this truth. It is a creature of darkness, and it flees from the brilliance of the robe I have given you. You are safe from shame. You are free to stand tall, loved, and accepted. Finally, there is the tender, wounded ghost of past hurts. This is the memory of pain inflicted upon you by others. This ghost makes you feel unsafe by telling you that the world is a dangerous place and that you will inevitably be hurt again. It makes your heart skittish and defensive. It keeps old wounds from healing, picking at the scabs, making you relive the pain. I do not dismiss this pain. I honor it. I weep with you over it. But I do not want it to be your master. I am the healer of broken hearts. I want to take those old jagged wounds, and with my gentle nail-scarred hands I want to clean them. I want to pour the healing balm of my spirit upon them, and I want to bind them up. The scars may remain, but a scar is a wound that has healed. It no longer has the power to cause you constant pain. It becomes a testament to your survival and to my faithfulness in bringing you through it. I declare you safe from the power of old wounds to define your present reality. The door to the past is now closed and locked. Your shame has been replaced with my righteousness. Your old wounds are being tended to by the great physician. You are safe. Your past has no power here. The only thing that matters is who you are, right now in this moment, a new creation held, loved, and completely safe in me. My precious child, now that the ghosts of the past have been silenced and the door to yesterday has been sealed, let us turn our gaze forward. For if the past is a ghost that haunts, the future is a monster that looms. The great, dark, formless unknown of tomorrow is perhaps the most common source of the anxiety that makes you feel so unsafe. Your mind, in an effort to protect you, tries to colonize the future. It sends out scouting parties of what-ifs, trying to map the terrain, identify the dangers, and prepare for every possible negative outcome. And this, my child, is an utterly exhausting and terrifying way to live. The future for you feels like a dark and menacing forest. You are standing at its edge, and you know you must enter it in the morning. But you have no map. You have no light. And your mind imagines all the things that could be lurking in the shadows. What if I lose my job? What if I get sick? What if something happens to my family? What if I fail? Each of these what-ifs is a frightening creature you place in the woods ahead of you, and then you spend the night trembling at the thought of the forest you have created in your own imagination. This habit of pre-suffering is a heavy burden. You are trying to carry the potential pains of 100 different possible futures all at once. You are trying to summon the strength for battles that may never even take place. And in doing so, you are draining all the strength and all the peace from the one moment you actually possess. This one. Tonight I want to give you a new way to see the future. I want to free you from the exhausting job of being your own fortune teller and your own protector. I want you to find your safety not in knowing the future, but in knowing the one who holds the future. First, I want you to understand a fundamental truth about me and time. I am not bound by time as you are. For you, time is a linear path you walk one step at a time. But for me, I am outside of time. I am the great I am. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I see the entire tapestry of your life from its first thread to its last all at once. The future that is a dark, unknown forest to you is a well-lit, familiar garden to me. I am already there. I am already in your tomorrow, and in your next week, and in your final day. And because I am there, my grace is there, my strength is there, and my love is there, waiting for you. So you do not need a map of the whole forest. You have something far better. You have a personal guide. I have promised that I am the lamp to your feet and the light to your path. Look at that imagery. A lamp for your feet does not illuminate the entire forest. It doesn't even show you what is around the next bend in the path. It casts a gentle pool of light right where you are, showing you exactly where to place your next single step. And that is all you need. Your job is not to worry about the bend in the road. Your job is to take the next step confidently, because the light is clear. My safety is not found in seeing the whole journey, but in trusting the guide who holds the lamp. I want you to think of my provision for you like the manna I gave to my people in the wilderness. Every morning, they would wake up, and the ground would be covered with just enough food for that one day. If they tried to hoard it, if they tried to gather enough for the next day out of fear and a lack of trust, it would rot. I was teaching them a vital lesson. I was teaching them to live in a state of daily dependence and trust. I will give you your daily bread. I will give you exactly the grace, strength, and wisdom you need for this day. The grace for tomorrow's challenges is not available to you today. Trying to access it now will only produce the rotten fruit of anxiety. Trust that when morning comes, the manna of my grace will be there, fresh and new, waiting for you. So let's release the future now. Let's perform a holy act of surrender. Picture the future with all its unknowns, all its possibilities, all its potential for both joy and pain, as a large sealed scroll. You have been trying to pry it open, to read its contents before it is time. And the effort has made your fingers bleed and your heart ache. Now I want you to take that sealed scroll and place it into my hands. I am the only one worthy to open the seals. I am the author of your days. I am the one writing your story. and I am a good author. I do not promise a story without suspense or difficulty, but I promise that the final chapter is one of glory and joy and triumphant love, and I promise to be with you on every single page. So give me the scroll. Let it go. The future is my business. Your business is to rest in this present moment, in this safe sanctuary. When your mind tries to wander into that dark forest of tomorrow, gently lead it back. Remind it. The guide has the lamp. The author has the scroll. My job is not to worry. My job is to rest. You can sleep tonight. You can sleep in perfect peace because the one who holds all of your tomorrows in his hand never, ever sleeps. He is watching over you. He is preparing the path. He is writing a beautiful story. You are safe from the future because the future is safe in him. My precious child, as you rest in the profound safety of knowing that your past is redeemed and your future is secure in my hands, I want to give you an anchor. The world around you and even your own feelings can be like a stormy sea. One moment you feel peaceful. The next, a wave of fear or doubt can crash over you, leaving you feeling tossed about, disoriented, and unsafe. In these moments, you need something solid to hold on to. Something that does not change when your circumstances change. Something that is not dependent on how you feel. That anchor, my beloved, is my word. The scriptures are so much more than an ancient book of stories and rules. My word is alive, it is active. The writer to the Hebrews said it is sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of soul and of spirit, of joints and of marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. But it is not just a tool for surgery. It is also a foundation for building. I myself said that whoever hears my words and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation on the rock. Your feelings are like the sand. They shift with every tide of emotion, with every hormonal change, with every piece of news you hear. If you build your sense of safety on how you feel, your house will constantly be on the verge of collapse. But my word is the rock. It is eternal. It is unchanging. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. Building your house on this rock means choosing to believe what I have said is true, even when your feelings are screaming the opposite. This is the path to unshakable security. Tonight, let us lay a few of these great foundation stones in the sanctuary of your heart, creating a solid platform upon which you can rest. Let's not just read them. Let's feel their weight, their solidity, their eternal truth. Let's take the first stone. It is from the prophet Isaiah. The words are my own. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. Feel the weight of this promise. Fear not. This is not a suggestion. It is a gentle command based on a fact. For I have redeemed you. Your safety is rooted in my past action. I have called you by name. You are mine. This is not a generic promise to a faceless crowd. It is a personal, intimate covenant with you. You belong to me. That is the source of your security. And then the promise for the future. When, not if, but when, you face the floods of overwhelming circumstances or the fires of painful trials, they will not destroy you. Why? Not because you are strong, but because I will be with you. I am your Savior. Let this stone be the cornerstone of your foundation tonight. You belong to me, and I will be with you in every trial. Now let's lay another stone beside it. This one is from the Apostle Paul writing to the church in Rome. If God is for us, who can be against us? He who did not spare his own son but gave him up for us all, how will he not also with him graciously give us all things? Meditate on this stunning logic of love. The greatest possible threat to your well-being would be to have God against you. But Paul declares the opposite. God is for you. He is on your side. He is in your corner, rooting for you, working for you. And what is the proof? The proof is the cross. He gave up what was most precious to him, his own son, for you. The logic is irrefutable. If he has already given you the greatest possible gift, will he then withhold the lesser gifts you need each day? Will he give you his son, and then neglect to give you the strength, the peace, the provision you need for tomorrow? Of course not. It is an argument that silences 1,000 anxious thoughts. God is for you. Therefore, you are safe from ultimate harm. Let this stone settle deep in your heart. Let's lay one more. This one is from my own lips, spoken to my disciples on the night I was betrayed. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. I did not promise you a life free from trouble. A faith that expects a life without difficulty is a fragile faith easily shattered. I was honest with you. The world is a broken place, and you will face challenges. But the promise is not in the absence of trouble. It is in the presence of the overcomer. I have already faced the very worst the world could do, its hatred, its violence, its injustice, its power of death, and I have defeated it. I have risen from the grave. The final victory has already been won. The troubles you face now are the last, desperate skirmishes of an already defeated enemy. You are living on the winning side of history. So when trouble comes, you do not have to be terrified. You can take heart, because your Savior, your King, has already overcome the world. Your ultimate victory is not in doubt. These 3 stones, you are mine, God is for you, and I have overcome the world, are a foundation of granite. Tonight I want you to build your rest upon them. When a feeling of fear washes over you, stomp your foot down in your spirit and feel the solid rock of these promises beneath you. They will not move. They will not shift. They are more real than your fear. They are more true than your circumstances. They are the anchor for your soul, firm and secure. Let go of the shifting sands of your feelings and rest your full weight on the unshakable rock of my word. Here, and only here, will you find a safety that can never be taken from you. My precious child, as you rest upon the solid rock of my word, feeling the deep foundational safety that it provides, I want to turn our attention from your spirit to your body. For your body has been a faithful but silent partner in your anxiety. It has been the container that has held all the tension, all the fear, all the stress you have been carrying. And even when your mind begins to find peace, your body can remain in a state of high alert, its muscles still clenched, still braced for an impact that is no longer coming. Tonight we are going to gently invite your body to join your spirit in this place of rest. We are going to unclench your soul, starting with the physical shell it inhabits. Anxiety is a clenching. Think about it. When you feel fear, what happens? You clench your jaw. You clench your fists. The muscles in your neck and shoulders tighten, clenching as if to protect your head. Your stomach clenches into a knot. Your toes even curl and clench inside your shoes. Your whole being enters a state of physical contraction. You have been living in this state for so long, you may not even notice it anymore. It has become your normal. But it is a state of constant, low-level warfare, and it is utterly exhausting. So let us begin a gentle, conscious process of unclenching, starting from the top of your head and moving slowly, lovingly, downwards. We are not forcing this. We are simply bringing a loving awareness to each part of your body and giving it permission to let go. I want you to bring your attention to your scalp and your forehead. You may not even realize it, but you have been holding tension there, furrowing your brow with worry. I want you to consciously smooth it out. Imagine my own hand gently smoothing your forehead, erasing the lines of care. Give those tiny muscles permission to go limp, to become soft and serene. Now bring your awareness to the muscles around your eyes. You have been squinting at the world, trying to see the dangers, trying to figure things out. Let them relax. There is nothing you need to watch for right now. The watchman of your soul is on duty. Let your eyelids feel heavy, soft, and still. Move your attention to your jaw. This is a place where so many of us hold so much tension. You have been clenching your teeth, holding back words, gritting your way through the day. Gently, allow a small space to come between your upper and lower teeth. Let your jaw hang loose. Feel the powerful muscles on the sides of your face begin to soften, to release their grip. Let your tongue, which may have been pressed against the roof of your mouth, rest softly and gently in the bottom of your mouth. Feel the wave of relaxation that spreads from this one small act of letting go. Now, let that wave of release flow down into your neck and your shoulders. For so long, you have been holding your head up with tense muscles, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But tonight you are in a safe place. You are in your strong tower. You can let go. Imagine those heavy burdens you've been carrying as sacks of stone, and just let them slide off. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel them become heavy, warm, and loose. Feel the tension in the back of your neck melting away, allowing your head to feel wonderfully heavy on your pillow. Let the wave of unclenching continue to flow down your arms all the way to your fingertips. You have been holding on so tightly to control, to your plans, to your grievances. Open your hands. Let your fingers curl gently and naturally. Your hands are not for clenching anymore. They are for receiving. Open them to receive the peace I am offering. Bring your awareness to your chest and your back. Feel the muscles around your rib cage, which have been so tight, begin to soften. This allows your lungs to expand more fully, more deeply, with each peaceful breath. Feel the muscles along your spine, which have been holding you so rigidly upright, begin to release, allowing you to sink more deeply into the surface beneath you. Now, focus on your stomach, your abdomen. This is the center of so much emotional turmoil, that knot of anxiety. Let it go. Imagine my hand of peace resting gently on your stomach, and feel the muscles beneath my hand grow warm and soft. Feel the knot unraveling, thread by thread, until there is only a gentle, peaceful softness there. Finally, let the wave of release flow all the way down through your legs, your knees, your ankles, and out through the soles of your feet. Your legs have been tense, ready to run from danger. But there is no need to run. You are already in the safest place. Let them become heavy, limp, and completely at rest. You have now, piece by piece, given your entire body permission to let go. You have unclenched your soul. Feel the difference. Feel the profound, heavy, warm sense of physical peace that has settled over you. Your body is a wonderful and faithful servant, but it takes its cues from you. By choosing peace for your mind, you have now invited your body to join you. This is what it feels like to be safe. It is not just a mental concept, it is a physical reality. It is the feeling of a body that is no longer braced for impact. It is a body that trusts its environment. It is a body that is at rest. Lie here in this beautiful, heavy, unclenched state, and let it carry you into the deepest and most restorative sleep you have had in a long, long time. My precious child, as you lie here, your body and soul unclenched and resting upon the rock of my word, I want to lead you into one of the most profound and secret chambers of peace. It is a state of rest that is reserved for those who have begun to grasp their truest identity. You have learned that you are safe with me, but now I want you to learn why you are so safe. You are safe because you are my beloved. Beloved. Let that one word echo in the quiet sanctuary of your heart. beloved. It is more than a term of endearment. It is your name. It is your title. It is your unchanging identity. It is the core truth of who you are. All the other names you have carried, the tired one, the anxious one, the one who strives, the one who fears, are temporary descriptions of your condition. But beloved is the permanent description of your position. There is a unique and deep rest that comes only when a person knows deep in their bones that they are unconditionally and extravagantly loved. Think of a small infant, asleep on its mother's chest. The child is not resting because it has solved all its problems. It is not resting because it has a 5-year plan. It is resting for one simple reason. It knows it is loved. It feels the warmth of its mother's body. It hears the steady, rhythmic beat of her heart. It is surrounded by the scent of her love. And in that atmosphere of absolute, unconditional love, rest is the most natural thing in the world. The child does not have to try to rest. Rest is the inevitable outcome of being so completely loved. This is the rest I am inviting you into tonight, the rest of the beloved. For so long you have been trying to earn your rest. You have believed on some deep, subconscious level that rest is a reward for good performance. If I can just finish this to-do list, then I can rest. If I can just be a better person, then I will deserve to feel at peace. If I can just get God to approve of me, then I can finally relax. You have been living like an employee, trying to earn your wages instead of living like a child, freely enjoying your inheritance. But my love, and the rest that flows from it, is not a wage to be earned. It is a gift to be received. It is the inheritance that was purchased for you by my own blood. You are not my employee. You are not my project. You are my beloved child, my cherished friend, my chosen one. Remember the moment of my own baptism. Before I had performed a single miracle, before I had taught a single sermon, before I had healed a single person, as I came up out of the water, the heavens opened, and the voice of my Father thundered for all to hear, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." His love for me, his pleasure in me, was not based on my performance. It was based on my position. It was based on my identity as his son. And because you have placed your faith in me, because you are now in Christ, that same declaration is spoken over you. The Father looks at you tonight and he does not see your flaws or your failures. He sees you clothed in my righteousness. And he says to your heart, "This is my beloved child, with whom I am well pleased." Let that truth wash over you. The Father is well pleased with you right now, as you are, in your weakness, in your weariness. Not because of what you have done, but because of whose you are. You are his. You are my beloved. When you begin to truly believe this, it changes everything. The need to strive and perform begins to fall away. The fear of failure loses its sting, because you know your acceptance is not based on your success. The anxiety about the future begins to quiet, because you know that a Father who loves you this much can be trusted with your tomorrow. Let's let this truth become a feeling. I want you to imagine yourself as that sleeping infant again. Feel my arms around you. Feel the warmth of my chest, the steady rhythm of my heartbeat. You are held. You are cherished. You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to earn. You are not an orphan fighting for scraps of affection. You are a beloved child, resting in the very heart of your Father. There is no safer, more peaceful place in the universe. So as you drift into sleep, let the word beloved be the last word on your mind. Let it be the lullaby that silences every other voice. You are not just tolerated by God. You are not just accepted by God. You are the object of his passionate, joyful, and eternal affection. You are his beloved. And in that identity, in that love, you can find the deepest rest your soul has ever known. Sleep now, my beloved. Sleep. My beloved child, as you rest in the deep, warm safety of knowing you are cherished, there is one final heavy chain I want to break from your heart tonight. It is a chain that is often invisible, but it is the source of so much of your anxiety, so much of your striving, so much of your fear of truly resting. It is the chain of condemnation. Condemnation is the voice that whispers you are guilty. It is the feeling that you are constantly on trial and that you are always falling short. It is the fear that, at any moment, a gavel will fall, and you will be exposed as a fraud, a failure, a disappointment. It is the accuser's primary weapon against the children of God. He cannot steal your salvation, which is held securely in my hands, but he can steal your peace. He can steal your joy. He can steal your rest by convincing you that you are under a constant threat of judgment. This feeling of condemnation fuels your anxiety in so many ways. You feel anxious about your performance because you fear being judged as inadequate. You feel anxious about your relationships because you fear being judged and rejected. You even feel anxious in your relationship with me, approaching me with a sense of dread, fearing that I am perpetually disappointed in you, that my love is contingent on you finally getting it right. This is a heavy, exhausting, and joyless way to live. And it is a complete and utter lie. Tonight I want you to stand with me in the great courtroom of heaven and hear the verdict that has been rendered over your life. The Apostle Paul, inspired by my Spirit, wrote these triumphant, liberating words. There is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. I want you to take that phrase apart and let its absolute power wash over you. There is therefore now. This verdict is for the present moment. It is for you right now, as you lie here tonight. It is not a future hope, but a current reality. As of this moment, and every moment forward, this is your legal standing. No condemnation. Not less condemnation. Not a little bit of condemnation. No condemnation. Zero. None. The slate is not just clean, it has been completely obliterated. The record of your wrongs has not just been forgiven, it has been nailed to my cross and paid for in full by my blood. To condemn you now would be an act of cosmic injustice, for the penalty has already been fully and completely paid. My Father will not demand payment for a debt twice. For those who are in Christ Jesus, this is the key. This is your location. This is your position. Your life is hidden with me in God. You are in Christ. This means when the Father looks at you, his gaze passes through the filter of my sacrifice, my righteousness, my perfection. He does not see your sin. He sees his Son. Your legal identity has been completely merged with mine. My perfect record has been credited to your account. So what does this mean for your tired, anxious heart? It means you can stop striving to be good enough. You are already counted as perfectly righteous in me. Your acceptance is not on the line. It is a settled fact. You can rest from the exhausting work of self-justification. It means you can be honest with me about your struggles and your failures without fear. I already know them all, and I am not your prosecutor. I am your defense attorney. I stand before the Father, and I do not plead your innocence. I plead my blood, and it is a case that has never been lost. You can run to me in your failure, not from me. It means you can let go of the fear of punishment. I am your Father, and I may discipline you out of love to guide you, but I will never, ever punish you to pay you back for your sin. The punishment was exhausted upon me on the cross. You are safe from the wrath of God, forever. Tonight, I want to physically break the chain of condemnation from you. In your mind, I want you to see a heavy, rusty chain wrapped around your heart. It is the chain of guilt, of shame, of the fear of judgment. And I want you to see me approach not with a key but with the cross itself, and I touch the chain with my cross. and it shatters into a million pieces, dissolving into dust. The sound it makes is the sound of freedom. Your heart is free. You are free from guilt. You are free from shame. You are free from the fear of judgment. You are living in a new jurisdiction, the kingdom of grace. And in the kingdom of grace, the air is light and rest is easy. So breathe in this air of freedom. Let your heart beat with a new rhythm, not the anxious beat of a defendant on trial, but the peaceful, steady beat of a beloved child, completely and forever acquitted. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to prove. There is only grace. There is no condemnation. Rest in that verdict now. It is the final word. My beloved child, now that the heavy clanking chain of condemnation has been shattered, do you feel the lightness in the air? Do you feel the freedom in your soul? You have been living under a different law, the law of performance and fear. But tonight you have entered fully into my kingdom, and the law of my kingdom is grace. Grace has a rhythm, and it is entirely different from the rhythm of anxiety that has been driving you for so long. The rhythm of anxiety is frantic, jagged, and breathless. It is the rhythm of a heart trying to outrun a perceived threat. It is a frantic drumbeat of do more, be more, try harder, hurry up, don't fail. It is exhausting because it is unnatural. It is the rhythm of a machine, not of a living soul. It has left you tense, depleted, and constantly feeling like you are falling behind. But the rhythm of grace is different. I want you to feel it now. The rhythm of grace is the rhythm of your own peaceful, unclenched breathing. It is the rhythm of the gentle waves on our quiet shore. It is the rhythm of the seasons, of the sunrise and the sunset. It is unhurried. It is steady. It is confident. It is the natural pace of a life that is not driven by fear, but is led by love. Let's synchronize your heart to this new rhythm tonight. The rhythm of grace is not lazy. It is simply unfrantic. It is the rhythm of a farmer who plants a seed and then trusts the processes of soil and sun and rain. He does not dig up the seed every day to see if it is growing. He does not shout at the sky to make it rain. He does his work, and then he rests, trusting in a power greater than his own to bring the harvest. For so long you have been digging up the seeds of your life, frantic with worry. The rhythm of grace allows you to plant, to water, and then to rest, trusting me, the Lord of the harvest. The rhythm of grace is spacious. The rhythm of anxiety tells you there is never enough time. It crams your schedule and your mind full, leaving no room to breathe, no margin for error, no space for delight. But the rhythm of grace knows that I am the Lord of time itself. I can stretch a moment of peace to feel like an hour. I can give you more true rest in 15 minutes of abiding in me than in 8 hours of anxious, fitful sleep. Grace creates margin in your life. It gives you permission to move more slowly, to listen more deeply, to love more patiently. It trusts that the essential things will get done not because of your frantic effort, but because of my gentle guidance. I want you to feel this spaciousness now. Feel it in your breathing. Notice the pause. The quiet space at the end of your inhale, before you exhale, and the even deeper quiet at the end of your exhale, before you draw your next breath. Those pauses are sacred. That is where grace lives. It is the space between the notes that makes the music beautiful. Let your life have more of these beautiful quiet spaces. The rhythm of grace is responsive, not reactive. The rhythm of anxiety is constantly reacting to external stimuli, a demanding email, a critical comment, a piece of bad news. Each one causes a jolt, a spike of adrenaline, a lurch in your spirit. But the rhythm of grace does not react to the chaos of the world. It responds to the steady, leading whisper of my spirit. It is the rhythm of a dancer who is not listening to the noisy crowd, but is exquisitely attuned to the subtle music of her partner. When you live in this rhythm, you are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are a partner with your Creator, So how do we cultivate this rhythm? We begin as we have been doing with the breath. Let your breath be your dance partner tonight. Let it lead you back, again and again, to this slower, more graceful pace. Breathe in and think the word grace. Breathe out and think the word peace. Inhale, grace. Exhale, peace. This is the new cadence for your soul. It is a rhythm that heals. It is a rhythm that restores. It is a rhythm that casts out the frantic energy of fear. Let this new rhythm permeate your entire being. Feel your heart begin to beat in time with it. Grace, peace, grace, peace. Feel your thoughts begin to slow down, to flow rather than to race, aligning themselves with this gentle, unhurried current. Feel the muscles in your body, which were so used to the jagged rhythm of anxiety, now surrender to the smooth, flowing melody of grace. You are being recalibrated. You are being retuned to the music of heaven. The world will try to pull you back into its frantic dance tomorrow, but tonight you are learning a new song. You are learning a new rhythm, and the more you practice it, the more it will become your natural state. You will carry this peace with you. So as you drift off to sleep, let this be the gentle tempo that carries you away. Not the frantic beat of a drum of war, but the gentle, steady waltz of grace. A dance between you and your Savior. A dance of trust, of love, of perfect, unhurried peace. Rest in this rhythm now. It is the rhythm of home. My precious child, as you rest in this beautiful, unhurried rhythm of grace, I want to lead you to a truth that may feel upside down to everything the world has ever taught you. It is a secret that will unlock the deepest levels of safety you can possibly imagine. The world has taught you that your safety lies in your strength. That you are safe when you are capable, independent, resilient, and in control. But I am here to tell you tonight that your truest, most profound safety is found in the exact opposite place. You are never safer than when you are weak and resting completely in me. For so long you have been afraid of your weakness. You have seen it as your greatest liability. You have tried to hide it, to overcome it, to compensate for it. When you feel weak, you feel vulnerable. You feel exposed. You feel unsafe. You believe that your weakness is a magnet for disaster, an open invitation for the enemy to attack. And so you spend an enormous amount of energy trying to project an image of strength, even to me. You come to me, and you tell me all the ways you are trying hard, all the ways you are holding on. You are afraid to show me the depth of your weariness, the depth of your need, for fear that I will be disappointed. Oh, my beloved, you have it all backward. My Apostle Paul, a man of immense spiritual strength, had to learn this lesson. He was afflicted with something he called a thorn in the flesh, a persistent and painful weakness that he hated. 3 times he pleaded with me to take it away from him. He believed, as you do, that this weakness was hindering his life, his ministry, his relationship with me. He thought he would be stronger, safer, and more effective without it. But what was my response to his desperate plea? I did not say, "You're right, Paul. Let me remove that weakness so you can be strong." No, I said something that would change his life, and I want it to change yours tonight. I said to him, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Let the radical, world-altering truth of that statement settle into your soul. My power is not drawn to your strength. It is not attracted to your self-sufficiency. It is not impressed by your independence. My divine resurrection power finds its most perfect, most glorious, most effective expression in the very places where you are most aware of your weakness. Your weakness is not a barrier to my power. It is the very doorway through which it enters. Your emptiness is not a sign of failure. It is the empty vessel that I am longing to fill. Your declaration of "I can't" is the prelude to my triumphant declaration of "I can." Think of it this way. If you are holding a cup that is already full of your own murky water, your own strength, your own plans, your own self-reliance. How can I fill it with my pure living water? I can't. You must first empty the cup. You must first come to the end of your own resources. Your weakness, your awareness of your own inability, is the act of emptying your cup. And when you present me with your empty, needy, and humble self, that is when I can finally pour my strength into you without measure. This is why you are safest when you are weak. Because when you are weak, you are dependent. When you are weak, you are leaning on me. And when you are leaning your full weight on me, you are connected to an infinite source of strength. But when you are standing on your own 2 feet, relying on your own strength, you are relying on a finite, easily depleted resource. Which is safer? To be a small, weak branch firmly attached to a mighty, life-giving vine? Or to be a branch that has broken off, trying to sustain itself with its own limited, dying sap? So tonight I want you to completely reframe how you see your weakness. Your exhaustion is not a failure. It is an opportunity for you to experience my sustaining strength. Your confusion is not a sign of stupidity. It is an opportunity for you to receive my perfect wisdom. Your broken heart is not a tragedy. It is an opportunity for me, the great physician, to show you the power of my healing love. I invite you now to make a declaration of your weakness. In the quiet of your heart, you can stop pretending. You can say to me, Lord, I am so tired. I cannot do this on my own. I am not strong enough. I am not wise enough. I am not good enough. I am weak, and I need you. This prayer, this confession of need, is the most beautiful and powerful prayer you can pray. It is the prayer that delights my heart. It is the prayer that unleashes my power. Feel the relief that comes with that admission. The relief of no longer having to pretend. You are safe enough right now in my presence to be utterly and completely weak. Let go of the need to be strong. Collapse into me. I am your safety net, and I will not let you fall. I will catch you, and I will hold you, and I will fill you with a strength that is not your own. A strength that is perfect and divine, and which finds its home only in the hearts of those who know they are beautifully, wonderfully, and safely weak. My precious child, as you rest in the liberating truth that you are safe enough to be weak, I want to bestow upon you my final gift of protection for this night. We have spoken of my peace as a gentle atmosphere, as a quiet rhythm, as a calm sea. But now I want you to understand my peace in a new way. My peace is not merely a passive feeling of tranquility. It is an active, powerful spiritual force. It is a guardian. It is a sentinel. It is a soldier. My Apostle Paul, writing from a prison cell, a place of ultimate unsafety and anxiety, penned this incredible promise. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Let us linger on these powerful words, for they are my promise to you as you drift toward sleep, the peace of God. This immediately tells you the source of this guardian. It is not your peace. It is not a peace you can muster up through sheer will or positive thinking. It is a peace that originates in the very being of God Himself. It is the peace that has existed in the perfect fellowship of the Trinity for all of eternity. It is a peace that has never known anxiety, never known fear, never known turmoil. It is ancient, holy, and utterly unshakable. And this is the peace that I am dispatching to you tonight, which transcends all understanding. This is a crucial phrase. It means this peace does not have to make sense to your logical mind. Your mind will look at your circumstances, your unpaid bills, your difficult relationship, your uncertain future, and it will conclude, logically, that you should be anxious. Your mind cannot understand how you could possibly be at peace in the midst of your troubles, and that is okay. This peace is not a product of your understanding. It operates on a higher plane. It bypasses your rational mind and speaks directly to your spirit. It is a supernatural peace. You do not have to understand it to receive it, you simply have to be willing. will guard your hearts and your minds. This is the active part. The Greek word for guard here is phrorio. It is a military term. It means to garrison, to mount a guard, to protect with a detachment of soldiers. It is the image of a fortress or a palace, surrounded by an elite, heavily armed guard, whose only job is to ensure that no unauthorized person or threat can get inside. This is what my peace does for you. I want you to picture your heart and your mind as a sacred city, a holy palace where you, the child of the king, reside. And tonight, I am stationing a legion of my peace around this city. Imagine your mind. All night long, anxious thoughts will try to approach the gates. The thought of a deadline you have to meet, a worry about a loved one's health, a fearful what if about the future. See them as shadowy figures trying to sneak past the walls. But as they approach, they are met by this sentinel of peace. The sentinel does not panic. It does not even engage in a long fight. It simply stands its ground, radiating a calm, unassailable authority, and the anxious thought cannot pass. It falters, it loses its power, and it turns away. The guard of peace has done its job. Your mind remains a city of stillness. Now, imagine your heart. It is the inner citadel, the most vulnerable and precious part of the city. Old feelings of shame might try to creep in. A sudden pang of loneliness might try to scale the walls. A jolt of panic might try to break down the gates. But here too, the guard of my peace stands vigilant. It surrounds your heart with a perimeter of divine tranquility. When a feeling of fear arises, the guard of peace meets it with the gentle but firm reality of my love. When a feeling of sorrow threatens to overwhelm, the guard of peace ministers the comfort of my presence. It does not deny the feelings, but it keeps them from taking over and sacking the city. Your heart is kept safe, quiet, and tender within this holy garrison. This is my promise to you as you sleep. You do not have to be your own guard tonight. You can retire from that exhausting post. I have dispatched my own peace to take the night watch. It is a guardian that never tires, never gets distracted, and has never been defeated. It is empowered by me, and it is here for you. So as you feel yourself letting go, as you surrender to the pull of sleep, I want you to do so with the utmost confidence. You are not entering an unprotected state. You are entering the most heavily guarded fortress in the universe. Your mind is guarded. Your heart is guarded. You are safe. The peace of God, which makes no earthly sense, is standing watch. Let go now. Release your last grip on consciousness. The sentinel is at the gate. All is well. My precious child, as the sentinel of my peace stands guard over your heart and mind, and you prepare to surrender to the deep restorative gift of sleep, I want to give you one final comforting assurance. My presence with you, my protection over you does not end when your consciousness fades. My watch does not stop when you fall asleep. I will hold you, personally and intentionally, all through the night, until the moment the morning light graces your window. The psalmist, my beloved David, understood this. He wrote, "In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." He did not say, "I will make myself safe." He said, "You alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." Sleep for the one who trusts me is a profound act of entrusting. You are handing over your most vulnerable self, your unconscious body, your dreaming mind, your resting spirit into my care, and I want you to know with absolute certainty that I accept this sacred trust with joy and with unwavering faithfulness. I want you to picture what this looks like. Imagine yourself as you drift off, curling up like a small child in the vast, gentle palm of my hand. My hand is your bed tonight. It is perfectly conformed to you, supporting you at every point. It is warm with the life of your Creator. It is infinitely strong and secure. As you settle in, see my other hand coming to rest gently over you, like a living, breathing blanket. You are now completely enclosed in my loving presence. You are in a cocoon of divine safety. The world outside continues on. The earth continues its silent, spinning journey through the darkness of space. The hours of the night will pass, one by one. But here, inside my hands, you are outside of time and threat. You are resting in an eternal moment of perfect safety. I will hold you through every phase of the night. I will hold you through the twilight of letting go, that phase where your thoughts become soft and dreamlike, where the boundaries between wakefulness and sleep begin to blur. I will be with you in that transition, ensuring it is a smooth and peaceful passage, not a jarring fall. I will hold you through the deep, dreamless hours of the night. This is where the most profound physical restoration happens. While your mind is still, I am at work, knitting up the frayed sleeves of your nervous system, commanding your cells to repair and renew, and pouring my strength into your weary limbs. Your sleep is not an empty void. It is a time of my active, silent, healing ministry. I will even hold you in your dreams. I am the Lord of your subconscious mind. I will stand guard at the gateway of your dreams, protecting you from images of fear and anxiety. I will ask my spirit to communicate with you in the symbolic language of your dreams, bringing you comfort, encouragement, and even gentle guidance that your waking mind might be too busy to receive. May your dreams tonight be a place of peaceful encounter with me, and if you should wake in the middle of the night, as sometimes happens, I want you to not be startled. In that first moment of consciousness, before any anxious thought can take root, I want your very first awareness to be, I am still being held. You will awaken not into a lonely darkness, but into the very palm of my hand. You can simply take a peaceful breath, feel my presence still surrounding you, and allow yourself to be drawn back easily and gently into sleep, knowing the watchman never left his post, and I will hold you right up until the morning. I will be with you as the first faint light of dawn begins to appear. I will be with you as the world begins to stir, and when you finally open your eyes to a new day, the first and most fundamental truth of that day will be this: you were held all night long. You were sustained. You did not get through the night by your own strength. You were carried. This is my promise to you. You are not casting yourself off into a dark and unknown sea. You are laying yourself down in the safest, most loving hands in the universe. I have you. I will not let you go. I will not falter. My grip is sure. My love is constant. So let go now. Release that last tether to the waking world. Fall back into my hands. I will catch you. And I will hold you. All through the night. Sleep now, my child. Sleep. My beloved child, as you lie on the very threshold of deep and peaceful sleep, held securely in my hands, guarded by my peace and surrounded by my angels, I wish to speak a final, formal blessing over you. These are not mere words of comfort. A blessing spoken from me is an impartation of my very life and power. It is a creative act that calls forth what is not as though it were. It is a seal of my promise, a divine proclamation of your state and your destiny. I want you to open your spirit and receive these words, not with your mind but with your soul. Let them be the last gentle rain that falls upon the garden of your heart before the quiet of the night. I bless you, my child, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. First, I bless you with a spirit of profound security. I speak to the very foundation of your being, and I break the power of every old lie that has told you that you are unsafe, unwanted, or on your own. I sever the roots of orphan thinking and of the fear of abandonment. In their place, I plant a deep, unshakable knowing, a knowing that you are a cherished child of the Most High God, an heir to the kingdom of heaven, forever grafted into my family. I bless you with a spirit that no longer strives for safety but rests in it as its natural habitat. May this security be the very ground of your being, the bedrock upon which you stand, so firm and so solid that the storms of life may rage, but they will never again be able to touch the core of your peace. Receive this blessing of unshakable spiritual security. Next, I bless you with a mind of impenetrable peace. I speak to your thoughts, your imagination, and your memories. I command the chaotic, racing thoughts of anxiety to cease their frantic dance. I bless your mind with the capacity to take every thought captive and make it obedient to me. I release you from the prison of what-if thinking and from the torment of replaying past hurts. I place upon your head the helmet of salvation, a divine protection that guards your thought life. I bless your mind with the ability to dwell on what is true, what is noble, what is right, what is pure, what is lovely, what is admirable. May your mind become a sanctuary of beauty and truth, a quiet garden where my thoughts can gently grow. I bless you with a mind that is no longer a battlefield, but a peaceful fortress, guarded by my transcendent peace. Receive this blessing of a calm and protected mind. Then, I bless you with a heart of resilient love. I speak to the tender, vulnerable center of your emotions. I bless the wounds of the past not to erase them but to transform them into scars of testimony, reminders not of the pain, but of the healer. I pour the balm of my spirit over every place that feels raw, bruised, or broken. I bless your heart with a supernatural resilience, an ability to love and to trust again. I cast out the fear of future heartbreak by filling your heart to overflowing with my own perfect, unconditional love. I bless your heart with courage to feel without being overwhelmed, to be tender without being fragile. May your heart become a deep, calm well of my compassion, both for yourself and for others, rather than a turbulent sea of fear. Receive this blessing of a strong and tender heart. Finally, I bless you with a body of deep and restorative rest. I speak to every fiber, every cell, every system of your physical being. I release the tension that has been stored in your muscles for so long. I command your nervous system to stand down from its high alert status and to enter a state of profound calm and repair. I bless your sleep, that it would be deep, uninterrupted, and profoundly refreshing. May you sink into a slumber that is not an escape, but a holy sacrament of trust. I bless your body to be a temple of peace, a vessel filled not with the tremors of anxiety, but with the quiet, humming energy of my spirit. May you awaken in the morning feeling not just rested, but renewed, restored, and rebuilt from the inside out. Receive this blessing of rejuvenating physical rest, spirit, mind, heart, and body. I bless you as a whole and complete person, my masterpiece, fearfully and wonderfully made. This blessing is my shield around you. It is my promise to you. It is my will for you. It is active and alive, working in you even now as you finally let go. You are sealed in my security. You are blessed. And so, my precious one, we have reached the end of this journey together. The work is done. The burdens have been released. The lies have been silenced. The sanctuary has been built. The blessings have been spoken. There is nothing left to hold on to. There is nothing left to figure out. All that remains is the final, sweet, and complete surrender to the gift of sleep. Look how far you have come in this short time. You came here with a racing heart, and now it beats with the slow, steady rhythm of grace. You came here with a mind full of storms, and now it is a calm and peaceful sea. You came here feeling unsafe, exposed, and alone, and now you are resting in the highest tower, covered by my wings, guarded by angels, held in the very palm of my hand. You have done the one thing that was required of you. You have been willing. You have opened your heart to me. And my heart is filled with joy over your trust. Now it is time for the final letting go. This can sometimes feel like the hardest part. The mind can try to cling to one last thought, one last worry, one last shred of control. But I want you to see this final surrender not as a fall into a dark void, but as a final, trust-filled step into my everlasting arms. I am the one catching you. The darkness you are entering is not the darkness of oblivion. It is the deep, warm, velvety darkness of my embrace. Think of yourself as a little boat that has been sailing on a choppy sea all day. You have finally made it into the harbor. The harbor is perfectly calm, protected on all sides by the strong arms of the land. The anchor has been dropped, and it is holding fast to the solid ground beneath the water. The sails have been lowered. The journey is over for today. Now all there is to do is to allow the gentle, rocking motion of the harbor to lull you into a deep state of rest. That is where you are now. You are in my harbor. Your anchor is my word. Your sails of striving have been lowered. All you need to do is give in to the gentle rocking of my peace. So let the last thread of your conscious thought dissolve. If a final thought or worry arises, do not be alarmed. Simply see it as a small, harmless cloud drifting across the face of a serene moon. Acknowledge it and let it drift by. Do not follow it. Your only focus now is the feeling of safety, the feeling of being held, the feeling of my love. Let my final words to you be your gateway into sleep. Breathe, my child, for I am the air that fills your lungs. Relax, my child, for you are resting on the rock of my promises. Let go, my child, for you are falling into the arms of my love. Rest, my child, for your heart is safe in my hands. Sleep now. The night holds no terror for you. I am Lord of the night. The morning holds no anxiety for you. I am already in your morning. Sleep now. You are safe. You are so very, very safe. You are safe with me. Sleep. I have you. Sleep.